what were your most musical influences?
Well, first I would say in home, my father was a musician. He also had a band, and so it was always music being played at home. That was the first thing, but then also just being in this neighborhood, just being about outside, you hear people playing, whether it's Mexican music, Puerto Rican music, just all sorts, you know, salsa, merengue, rancheras, everything. And then on top of that, you had also the electronic music, you know, coming up in the 80s when it was all new and fresh. Techno music, house music, electro music. So just taking in all this stuff from different genres really inspired me. It's just something that always stuck with me, and that's why I've become who I am today. You know, such a musical person. It's just been part of my background.
Okay. And so why the techno industry and not the Latin industry?
Well, that's the one that really, really stuck out to me because it was new, it was fresh. The Latino music was something I always knew about, grew up, it was at home, whereas this...
You were always familiar with it?
Very familiar with it, and this just really hit me like a ton of bricks, and I was hooked. You know, just the whole electronic sound, the keyboards, the synthesizers, just, yeah, it did something. It just sparked a light bulb for me, and I was hooked. And that's how I just stuck with that, rather than going the other route.
Good. What was the foundation of DJ Rolando?
It's hard to say. I mean, I always come back and try to come back. It's always this neighborhood that's molded to me. It's made me into who I am, shaped me. And every time I come back, it's almost like I'm just getting back and refueling myself, recharging my batteries, coming back. Even if it's only for a few days, just come back in the neighborhood. It just gives me a little something, and I can take that away, and it just keeps me going. But there's always something that pulls me back to Detroit, and I come back, and it just, yeah, I can get that refill of energy. And I think that's what really is the foundation for me this here in Detroit, my roots, bringing.
And I know you're also known as the Aztec Mystic.
Yeah.
Why the Aztec Mystic?
Well, I suppose, you know, being my parents Mexican and growing up in this neighborhood, it was also the organization that I joined when I first started making techno music. They were really into not just using your name. They wanted like kind of aliases and whatnot. And has to be something more than just, you know, Rolando Rocha. It's got to have something extra to it, a little bit of mystique. And so we just thought of the name, and yeah, that'll work, and just stuck with it.
I think it's great. Very different. Yeah. I've seen the Jaguar video. It's awesome, especially because it definitely shows what Southwest Detroit is really about. How does your cultural background influence your music?
I think, well, I try to incorporate, as far as music goes, certain elements of Latino music. Whether it's not just particular Mexican music, it can be all sorts, and really the percussion. And that's a really big influence on me, and I try to take bits of it and use it, incorporate it into electronic music. Whether it's just by some congas playing or whatever it may be, and I can just take a bit of that and make it electronic. And that's what I tend to do, and that's how I use that Latino background. Just try to marry the two, just to make something different. So that's my approach in using that type of music, Latino music.
I know in the video you show even Mexican girls dancing to a Mexican dance. I think it really defines what Southwest is all about.
Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to. So one of the main goals was to let people know what inspired me, what influenced me, my background, where I'm from. And not for all this stuff that you see in the video, it wouldn't be the track. Because a lot of that's in the video is what I'm about, where I'm from, and what inspired me. And I just didn't want to make a video with me standing there. I could have easily done that, but you want something different, something more, to let people know this is what's behind the track. You know? So I think the guys who shot the video did an amazing job. They did the little time we had. It was really cool just to see how they put things together. Making the video was an unbelievable experience.
Good. So that was, would you say that was your breakthrough?
Yeah, definitely. That was a track that you know, took me to the next level. And it really did open up a lot of doors for me. Just really changed my world, really. So it's
New opportunities.
Yeah, everything just kind of fell into place after that. It was great.
So that took you to the United Kingdom, or?
Well, it basically, well, prior to Jaguar, I was kind of pigeonholed into a certain type of style or music, which only certain promoters or parties or festivals would invite me to play. When this track broke out, it didn't just appeal to that type of music or genre of music. It crossed borders into other, not just techno music, it's house music and trance music, other forms of electronic music. So that meant that it was just massive everywhere, and so that opened up many doors for me, whether it's coming to play gigs or having an opportunity to collaborate with other people making music or whatnot. And it was just really amazing to see how it had that impact, and just unbelievable that it could actually do that. We knew we were just working on something special, but even to this day, I can still play that track, and it has the same impact as it did when it first came out. So until it stops having that, I won't take it out of my record box, you know.
What is next for you?
Well,
what are your future plans?
I'm going back home, and I've got still a lot of dates in Europe, a lot of festivals this year for summer. There's always festivals.
Summer,
and
yeah.
And I've also got some new music coming out. I've got a new release coming out from a German label in Berlin. And I think it's September, October, I'm not sure the date. And I've got quite a few remixes that I've got to finish when I get back. So I'm going to be busy once I get back in the studio, and then also out on the road as well.
Good.
So it's looking like a productive year for me. Yeah.
Good. So a full year, hopefully.
Yeah. So I really need to focus and get my head down in the studio. Yeah.
Any plans on coming back to Detroit after this?
Maybe in November or something like that.
Oh, really?
And I come back and do a little special party. It's my 40th this year.
Wow.
So I may seek out a lot of my old friends and do a little get together. You know.
So, a mini party for
yeah, something like that.
For the celebration, DJ Rolando, the locals.
yeah, turns 40. So yeah, it's 40.
Wow.
It's a big occasion. I can't believe it's already 40 years. Wow.
That's great.
That's great. So that should be good. I'm looking forward to that. So.
Good. Well, hopefully we can have you back, and
definitely.
we can touch base at that time and see how things are going for you. So we wish you the best.
Well, thanks very much.
Movement Festival, and we will be there.
All right.
Checking you out and just enjoying your work.
Okay. All right. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rolando here from Detroit, in Detroit. Just saying, yo. Nice to see you. Peace.